visited the city of Song. There he came across an old man sitting beside the road with a bag, reading a book in the moonlight. He asked what was in the bag, and the old man said that it was full of red cords used to tie together people destined to marry. Once people were tied together, there was no way they could avoid that marriage. And he told Zhang Hui that he already tied him to a wife.
Sure. How does he know who my future wife is?
Zhang found it amusing and went on his way. But not long after, he met that same lady and married her. The story of the old man under the moon was told to a 13-year-old boy named Qing Jun, who didn't believe it. But that night, the boy had a dream. In the dream, the old man told him he was going to wed the girl who worked at the fruit stand across the street. When he woke up, he was skeptical, but also curious about who that girl was, so he went to see her. There he saw a 6-year-old girl who was really dirty and had a stream of snot running from her nose.
What? It can't be her. No way.
In his anger, he threw a rock that hit her eyebrow and sent her crying into her home. 10 years later, Qing Jun, now 23 years old, took the imperial exams and placed first in the nation. The marriage was arranged for him to the daughter of the prime minister. After they married, he noticed a scar on her eyebrow. She told him,
"A nasty little boy threw it at me 10 years ago. I used to work in my parents' fruit stand, but the business failed. My parents died in a boating accident in the river. I'm the only one who survived. The kind prime minister saw me then and adopted me."
Qing Jun told her,
I am that naughty boy. An old man told me in a dream the night before that I would marry you. And when I saw how dirty you were, I got mad.
You. Now for the rest of my life, you get to put on my eyebrow makeup each day to cover up the scar.
Classic short proverbs.
the proverb moon under old man,
月下老人，月下老人。
is another name for a matchmaker in Chinese culture. That's because of the story of the old man reading in the moonlight with a bag of red strings that represent predestined marriages. In ancient Chinese culture, families would often rely on matchmakers to find a suitable match for their children. These days, people don't necessarily look to matchmakers or moon under old man.
月下老人，月下老人。
to find their other half, but they may ask friends or relatives to introduce someone suitable to them. In some temples in Taiwan, there is a statue of the old man under the moon, and people may pray to him to find a match for themselves or their loved ones. People actually don't necessarily believe in predestined marriages anymore, or even use matchmakers or moon under old man.
月下老人，月下老人。
The choice to love and marry is a free one. I'm Lily So. Thanks for joining me on Classic Shorts.
The sound of the Puyuma tribe on Radio Taiwan International.
Trends, looking at the pace and direction of life in Taiwan.
Taiwan is an island country in the Pacific Ocean and has a rich sea-related culture. For example, if you come from a fishing family and you're having fish for dinner, when you're done with one side of the fish, you definitely would not flip the fish to eat its meat on the bottom side, because a flipped fish is believed to be associated with a capsized boat, and nobody wants that. And apart from dining customs, Taiwan's geographic location also contributed to its people's funeral plan. Sea burial, or at least the idea of it, is somewhat popular here in Taiwan. You're listening to Trends. I'm Gino Wang. And today I bring you the stories of a woman and a group of people who both consider the ocean an ideal final resting place, but for polar opposite reasons.
To me, family is inseparable.
This is Carrie, a college student in the capital city, Taipei. She comes from a long line of fishermen, and her family lives in the northernmost city, Keelung.
It doesn't matter if you're working in a city far away or what have you. Your family is like the roots of a tree. You'll always return to that place in the end, and your family will always support you, no matter how long you have been out of touch with them. Your family always has your back.
Like many people in Taiwan, Carrie puts her family first. She says she has a deep and even spiritual connection with her parents, and that connection is so profound that it has even influenced her decision on how she wants her body to be treated after she dies.
I think I want to be returned to nature, like have my ashes spread in the ocean. I think a sea burial would be really romantic because some people in my family are seafaring people. So even though fishing is not a way of life like it was for many people in my family, having my ashes spread in the ocean in a way connects me with my family and brings me back to my roots.
So, to be part of the ocean would bring Carrie closer to her family. That's curious, because many people that opt for a sea burial do it to sever their family ties, including Wang Ping and her friends. Wang is the head of the Gender and Sexualities Rights Association in Taiwan. She identifies as lesbian, and she tells me that she and many of her gay friends don't consider their biological family to be a pivotal part of themselves either in life or in death.
None of my friends want to be buried with their family, because that way they cannot be buried with the people they love. They want to return to society, where they're less restrained. These people have lived their life under oppression. They have too much baggage. People telling them you can't do this, you can't do that, and people pointing fingers at them. So you see, having their ashes spread in the ocean is very liberating. It sets them free. They don't need to be stored in a small urn and tied to their